And the ending of this reason for creation, which was in order to perform goodness, Hashem is good, is the epitome of good, and the nature of good is to do good. To do good, you have to have someone else to do good onto. And also to bring from potential to actuality all of his attributes. Was explained very well in the Holy Zohar, Parshas Pinchas. Pikudet leisal da kriyashma, leit leminda de ihu, akavan la'enzo baruchu, ikri chacham b'chol minei chachmus, u'mevin b'chol minei tvunas v'chulu. It says that the 13th mitzvah, according to the Zohar, is the reading of Kriyashma, and it is to know that Him, meaning the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, the Ein Noen, is called wise in all the manners of wisdoms and understanding in all the manners of understanding. Kashem itlabesh oro bahem, u'poel dorkam sidrei hanaga. The commentary adds that Hashem is called wise when His light, when a manifestation of His external attribute, by the way, which is called Or Ein Sof, which is the light of the Ein Sof, the light of Noah, which is only an external aspect of Hashem, which is revealed to bring life to the world. When that attribute is garbed in the attribute of Chachma, of wisdom, that's when it's called wise. When that light is garbed in the attribute of understanding, of Bina, that's when it's called understanding. Meaning there's many different levels of wisdom, of the sphere of wisdom, where the Ein Sof is revealed. Also many different levels of Tvuna in all of Atzilus. And every single one, specifically of the Partsufim of Atzilus, has a Chokhmah there, has a Tvuna, has Sora Saba, has Bina, has all these other spheres. And through them is what we call the Ein Sof Chacham, meaning when the light of the Ein Sof is garbed in the vessel of the spheres of Chokhmah, this is called Chacham. When he acts those actions, those manifestations of wisdom through them, so it's called when he's garbed in all of the 10 spheres in order to guide through them the lower beings. Even before Hashem practically created the world, something from nothing, it's still shaykh to refer to Hashem in those names, they refer to the spheres as they exist in Hashem's will to create the world, even before they were practically created. But before Hashem created the world in actuality, He's called all of these different levels, meaning all these different names of the spheres of Atzilus, they're referring to what is going to be in the future. When a world is created and there is an aspect of wisdom of Atzilus, of Chachma of Atzilus, that's what the attribute of Chachma of Ein Sof is referring to. Because again, any of the names, any of the titles, any of the spheres are meaningless unless there are Nivraim, or unless there's created beings for these spheres, for these names to refer to. And the Ein Sof is garbed in the 10 spheres of Atzilus in order to guide the created being. Like we said, if there weren't created beings in the world, how would it be called merciful or judgeful? He's only called that about what's going to be coming from potential actuality in the future. In the Zohar, in a different place, Pashas Boy says, that if Hashem's light is not spread over His whole created, again practically, how would we refer to Him? How would we know about Him? How would we comprehend Him? Again, we mentioned that there's 3 different answers to the question of why did Hashem create the world. And we mentioned that 2 of those questions are actually questions of, now that there's a world, what's its purpose? And one of them is actually the closest we can get to the question of why Hashem created the world. The Medrash says, the Kadosh Baruch Hu had a desire, had uncontrollable desire, so to speak, for dwelling in the lowest realms. Which now you don't have any questions about that. The Zohar says He created a world so for us to comprehend it, meaning that now that there's a world, our purpose is to know Hashem. And as Chaim says, Legal Shlemos Kuchaisos, so that to reveal His attributes that are in Him, or within the context of the world that He created. Obviously, by Him there's nothing that we can refer to as an attribute. I think those limitations, Hashem's infinite. So the Zohar says, how will we comprehend Hashem? And Hashem wants us to know Him. For us to know Him, He has to be revealed. For Him to be revealed, there has to be a place for Him to be revealed. And since He's infinite, that means creating a context of a limited creation where He could reveal Himself. There's a pasuk in Torah that says the whole world is full of His glory. So how would that be fulfilled if there wasn't a creation? Until now was just